For this week's segment of This Week in Wine Country, sponsored by the Finger Lakes Wine Country. For this episode, we went all the way to Geneva to check out Ravine's wine cellars on Seneca Lake. All right, hey there, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of This Week in Wine Country, sponsored by the Finger Lakes Wine Country. Lori Poland is here. Lori, how are you?
I couldn't be better, thanks. How are
It's
you?
the week before Christmas. It's coming up.
It's here. It's here, and there's still so much to do. We all have a lot to do. I'm nowhere near done, but what I want you to do is I want to make sure that you come up to the west side of Seneca, near Geneva, to Ravine's Wine Cellars.
And that's where we are right now.
So I promised you I was going to take you away, and I was going to take you out of that studio. So right here, we're in one of the most beautiful wineries on all of Seneca Lake.
And we will learn more about that in just a second. But Lori, what's going on this week in wine country?
Well, besides your Christmas shopping, because you need to get that done.
If you're not done by now, you're pushing it.
No, you're not. You're going to be just fine because you're going to come up to the wineries. The wineries are all open. And what better than to get Finger Lakes gifts for Christmas? But at Ravine's Wine Cellars, you've got all sorts of amazing choices. They've got a great retail area, and they have a dinner tonight called the Ravenous Table. It is such a wonderful multi-course event. You even get a little tour of the cellar. You taste out of a barrel. Phenomenal. And then tomorrow morning, if you can't make it tonight, they've got a beautiful brunch we want you to join us for.
Sounds wonderful. And now we're going to take a little bit more into a look about Ravine's. All right, I'm joined now by Lisa. She's one of the co-owners of Ravine Wine Cellars. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And so just kind of give me a quick little history about the place.
Well, we started in 2002, my husband and I, and over on Cuca Lake, and we sourced from vineyards around the Finger Lakes. We started making a bone-dry Riesling, very minerally Riesling, when there wasn't anyone doing it, and we've been on Wine Spectator's Top 100, the Riesling, dry Riesling, 3 times. So it's a really interesting kind of wine that we make.
Oh, fantastic. And what kind of sets you guys apart from everybody else over here on the west side?
Well, for a while, we were the only winery in the Finger Lakes making only dry wines. We specialize in dry wines. My husband, who is our winemaker, is trained in France, and we specialize in these dry, minerally, terroir-driven wines. So it's a little bit different than what other people are doing.
Great. And what do we have in front of us here?
This is our dry Riesling. It's grown in limestone and shalestone soils. A lot of the sugar is fermented out of it, so it's nice and dry, but it's got a beautiful body, great minerality, and it goes well with so many different kinds of foods, savory and sweet.
Fantastic. Cheers. Let's see what it tastes here.
Thanks.
Oh, wow, that is really great. I enjoyed that very much.
Oh, good.
And so we have a couple different size bottles here. You want to just talk about that real quick?
Yeah, it's kind of fun because we make these magnum size bottles that will satisfy 8 to 10 people, or actually 10 to 12 people. And it's kind of fun to have them on the table. They're nice and big size, and people always think it's fun to have.
Great. And Lisa, where are you located?
We're at 400 Barracks Road in Geneva.
All right.
And we also have a tasting room on Cuca Lake as well.
Oh, wonderful. So you got some variety there.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Lisa, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And for directions to Ravine Wine Cellars or for a list of events happening this week in wine country, you can head to our website, WENY.com, shortly after the show.